Okay, so the questions have come in and people have voted and they want to know more about taxes. And as new small business owners, I hear a lot of the same questions. But the one thing that not only do we hear from new small business owners, we also hear from other people who know nothing about small business. They think that everything is a write-off and that means they're getting free stuff. Spoiler alert, it is not free at all. A write-off just means, now hear me, a write-off just means that a business expense reduces your taxable income. The business pays out of pocket for these expenses. The analogy I try to come up with, I think most people can relate to, is think of education. Most people, personal taxes, they're able to claim educational expenses. But do you think that it would be fair for someone to say, well, you got to write off educational expenses, therefore your schooling was free? We would never think that. We're like, no, schooling wasn't free. Obviously, I had some write-offs. Exactly. It's exactly the same for small business. It's not that these things were free. We just were able to reduce our taxable income. So writing it off doesn't mean it didn't cost you anything. So for small business owners, new small business owners, number one, we want to make sure that we are very, very careful and we are aware of where we're spending our income. I don't even want to say profits, because these are new small business owners. You're not seeing profits most likely for at least a few months, if not year one, maybe year two, maybe year three, depending on your business model and your business industry. But it's like you need to understand where you're spending your money and don't assume it's going to be tax deductible, aka a write-off. Don't assume that. And number two is you're going to have to get used as a new small business owner for everyone thinking you're rich and everyone saying, well, you can just write it off. You can just write that off. That seems to be I don't know what it is, this mentality towards small business owners. So have that education analogy ready for family. It seems to be a lot of times the family and friends, people we don't think would ever they would have our backs and they would do their due diligence to understand small business, to really, make sure that they're being supportive of us. But usually they're the worst. So it's so important to have that ready. Ask them about education. Be like, you went to school. Did you at the end when you did your tax year, weren't you asked about educational deductions, aka write-offs? Does that mean that school was free for you? How much did school cost? Because I hear you talking a lot about the expense and how expensive school was. So have that analogy ready. Take what you will from this. I wish you all the best. Talk to your accountant.